God says, there is a warning being spoken over your life right now about an individual whose identity begins with the letter M. This is not a message to overlook. Open your ears to this quickly, for the window is closing. Your arrival at this very moment was never an accident. This is not a random occurrence. It is a divine appointment. I am reaching out to you now, my child, because I see a danger concealed in plain sight. I need your complete focus. Do not let your attention wander. Surrounding you is a soul, one marked by the initial M, who emits a frequency that does not originate from me. This is not a trivial matter. The safety of your spirit, the fullness of your blessings, and the tranquility I have been cultivating in your life are all at stake if you disregard this warning. Remain with me until the final word. If you depart early, you risk walking directly into a snare that I am actively trying to guide you away from. Declare your readiness by commenting, Amen. If you are prepared to receive the revelation I am about to impart, then listen. You have been sensing an unease, a peculiar discomfort around this person. Perhaps they have been siphoning your energy, or their words are sweet, yet their presence stirs a disquiet within you. You have dismissed these feelings. You have doubted your own intuition. I am here to validate your instincts. I perceive what remains hidden from your eyes. I overhear the whispers they utter in shadow. I know the truth concealed behind their smile. And my message to you is clear. Be vigilant, for they are not an emissary of mine. This individual, whose name starts with M, may not outwardly appear as a threat, but the enemy is a master of disguise. They may be a confidant, someone who has gained your trust, yet their heart beats out of sync with my will. Their motives are tainted. I am a God of serenity and lucidity, not of turmoil and ambiguity. When I stir your spirit, it is with purpose. That oppressive weight you experience upon their entrance, that sudden knot of tension, is my alarm bell sounding. Do not silence your God-given discernment. It is a sacred gift. I instilled that inner warning system for a purpose. When an unexplained disquiet settles over you, do not suppress it. That is my spirit vying for your attention. You have been seeking answers in your prayers, have you not? You have asked me to unveil who is truly for you. I am answering you now. Show your agreement by liking this video if you have ever felt the sting of betrayal from a trusted one and now recognize my prior warnings. My beloved, my purpose is not merely to shield you from individuals. It is to safeguard the very promise I have decreed over your life. You carry a divine essence, a profound purpose, a lasting legacy. The enemy perceives this and dispatches his agents of distraction. They do not always manifest as storms, but sometimes as relationships that appear virtuous, yet are toxic beneath the surface. I am exposing this truth now to prevent a future downfall. Affirm your belief that God is revealing something to you right now by commenting 1-1. You may be asking, God, what is my next step? Stay close to me. Do not act rashly based on fear. Instead, petition me for wisdom. I will illuminate how to safeguard your peace and retreat without being shackled by guilt. You are not required to confront or accuse, simply follow my subtle nudges. I will make your path evident. Remember, the devil is crafty. He rarely appears with horns. Often he arrives with a smile, offering false comfort and feigned care. But my sheep recognize my voice. This is my voice now, pulling you back from a precipice that could have derailed your destiny. The enemy cannot seize what I have promised you unless you willingly hand it over. He wields confusion, emotional manipulation, and guilt as his weapons. But I have endowed you with power, love, and a sound mind, not a spirit of fear, doubt, or anxiety. You are more shielded than you realize. You are more protected than you feel. Even when invisible to you, I am intercepting threats never meant to reach you. Yet for my protection to remain, you must abide within the boundaries I have established. This necessitates releasing those who are quietly poisoning your spirit. Comment 222 if you trust me, even amidst the uncertainty. This transcends mere concern over a person. It is about the spiritual weight they carry, the words they speak, and the atmosphere they create. I have been whispering this to you for weeks. Heed the signs. Observe your mood shifts in their presence. When you feel diminished, anxious, or depleted after an interaction, do not rationalize it away. I do not desire you to remain trapped in repetitive cycles. I do not want you mired in spiritual warfare I never ordained for you. Some battles are not yours. They are a byproduct of the company you keep. The letter M is more than a mere initial. It is a marker, a signal. This individual has obtained access they should not possess. They are encroaching upon tender areas of your heart that I have not yet fully healed. If you are not vigilant, they will reopen wounds I suffered to heal. I yearn to bless you with peace, but I cannot fill a vessel already brimming with conflict. I wish to bestow clarity, but not if you are clinging to confusion. I desire to elevate you, yet you cannot bring everyone along. Not everyone merits a front row seat in your life, especially those secretly cheering for your downfall. Yes, I see their hearts and hear their hidden words. I am instructing you to withdraw. If necessary, love them from a distance, but do not ignore the signs I have been sending. What if a simple 7-second mental exercise could genuinely dissolve your debt and infuse your existence with unstoppable prosperity? A startling CIA disclosure has unveiled a 7-second ritual now assisting everyday individuals in clearing debt and attracting boundless wealth. Verified by 4 premier neuroscience laboratories, this straightforward home method is transforming financial struggles into enviable lifestyles. New residences, vehicles, vacations. It is materializing for real people. But authorities may eliminate this secret imminently. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes permanently. You are not forsaken. I am journeying with you. Even when you are uncertain, even when you fear letting go, I will never abandon you. But I require your trust. I need your affirmative yes. I need you to prioritize your peace over others' opinions. I need you to choose your future over familiar pain. I will compensate your obedience and honor your discernment. What lies ahead is far greater than what you are leaving behind. But you must release it. You must treat this with gravity. This is not merely about today. It concerns the destination I am leading you toward. You have been imploring me for a breakthrough. You have been crying out for transformation. This is a component of that answer. You are not here by chance. I guided you for a specific reason. This is divine timing, even if it escapes you now. You have sensed that something is wrong. You have tried to rationalize the heaviness in your spirit. Now I am offering confirmation. I am the Lord your God, and I do not allow my children to stumble into darkness without sending illumination ahead. This message is your light, your shield, and your answer. I am no longer just whispering. I am raising my voice within your spirit, tugging at your heart. I am warning you, not to frighten you, but to salvage you. The one with a name beginning with M, pay attention. This is not about suspicion, it is about protection. I have been revealing the truth, but now I am speaking it plainly. Do not disregard the unease or the red flags. I place them there for your safety. Comment 333 to declare your faith in what I am showing you now. You might be thinking, but they have not done anything overtly wrong. Let me clarify. The enemy seldom begins with conspicuous destruction. He initiates with subtle diversions. He weaves his way in through charm, shared laughter, and so-called support. But beneath that facade lies envy, manipulation, and a concealed motive. The longer you keep them near, the more entangled your life becomes. You ask me why your peace has been fractured, your focus scattered, and your prayers blocked. You blamed yourself, considering it a personal failure. Yet the truth is, you have been entertaining a presence I never invited. You have been reserving space for someone I was attempting to remove. Now I am making it clear, my child. You cannot harbor purpose and poison together. Let me be candid with you. This journey will not always be accompanied by applause. Some will detest the light I have placed within you. Some will smile while secretly praying for your stumble. Some will walk with you not out of love, but to monitor your progress. Yes, one of them bears a name starting with M. This is not about judgment. It is about discernment. I gave you a heart to love, but also eyes to see and ears to hear. Utilize them. You do not need a dramatic exit. You just need a faithful response. Withdraw. Protect your space. Seek my face. I will distinguish what is genuine from what is counterfeit. You have been deceived before, but not this time. Not if you remain by my side. You have come too far to let this connection derail you. You have endured too much to regress now. I did not deliver you from your past just for you to repeat history with new faces. I did not guide you through tempests for you to reside in spiritual perplexity. I want to exalt you and set you free. But elevation often demands separation. Do not fear walking alone for a season if it means walking with me. Comment 555 if you choose my direction over your comfort. Yes, I know it is difficult. I know you have grown attached. I know it feels secure to keep them close. But not all comfort originates from me. Some comfort is the enemy's method of keeping you stagnant. I want you to flourish and soar. To achieve this, I must prune the branches that are draining you. You have been asking for more peace, purpose, and strength, and I have been poised to deliver it. But I cannot bless a household built on divided loyalty. I need your affirmative commitment, your surrender, and your courage. When you release what is not from me, I will send what is. There is someone I am preparing for your life, a connection imbued with my anointing, a friend, a partner, a helper, someone who will nurture your spirit, not merely extract from it. But you must create the space. I cannot fill your hands with miracles if they are still clutching confusion. This is a warning, but it is also a promise. I promise that what lies ahead surpasses what lies behind. I promise that obedience will invariably lead to blessing. I promise that when you guard your spirit, you protect your future. Do not let guilt manipulate you into staying tethered to someone I am trying to sever. The enemy employs emotions to ensnare the chosen, but I have given you truth to shatter the chains. You may be worried. What if I am wrong? That is precisely why I gave you the Holy Spirit. Ask, and I will confirm it repeatedly. I am not the author of confusion. I will speak through signs, dreams, and that quiet inner voice. If you are listening, you will know. Do not barter your peace for popularity. Do not trade your anointing for acceptance. Do not exchange your calling for companionship. Not everyone walking with you is destined to cross the next bridge. Sometimes I separate to shield you. What feels like rejection may be my redirection. What feels like a loss may actually be your liberation. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave exercise be the quickest shortcut to a life of opulence? Recently exposed CIA research has unveiled a staggering brainwave method enabling everyday people to attract massive wealth almost instantaneously. This 7-second home technique, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is turning debt into dream homes, cars, and luxury getaways. If you are reading this, consider yourself fortunate. This page could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to unlock the secret before it disappears permanently. You are chosen. You are sheltered. You are set apart. You were never intended to blend in. That is why they misunderstand you. That is why you feel spiritually burdened around specific individuals. It is not your imagination. It is a signal. Your spirit does not resonate with theirs because your destiny is not intertwined with theirs. Concerning the one with the letter M, pray for them, but protect yourself. Do not utter curses, speak blessings, but from a distance. You owe no one access to your heart simply because they once shared a moment in your life. Seasons change, people change, and I am summoning you into a new season. Now, comment 1-2 if you believe this upcoming season will be replete with clarity and divine alignment. You are not losing anything by walking away from confusion. You are gaining peace, strength, and vision. I will reveal who has been praying for you and who has been preying on you. I will expose who is truly sent and who has been planted to obstruct your breakthrough. So, stay close to me. Keep praying, fasting, and trusting. When I ask you to release, do it promptly. Delay is dangerous. Disobedience opens doors the enemy can exploit. But when you move at my command, chains shatter, doors swing open, mountains crumble, and nothing the enemy schemes will materialize. My child, you are still reading this because your spirit recognizes my voice addressing you. You have asked me for guidance. You have cried out for clarity, and this is my response. Do not doubt it. Do not procrastinate. Do not dismiss it as a random feeling. I do not speak in riddles when I am trying to safeguard your heart. I speak plainly when danger is imminent. You are not irrational. You are not paranoid. Your feelings are valid. What I am revealing is the truth. This is not about drama. It is about destiny. And that person whose name starts with M does not harbor the intentions you believe they do. The enemy delights in disguising himself within familiar faces. You must comprehend that not every close companion is a true ally. You have recently sensed resistance. Doors that should have opened appear stuck. Prayers feel delayed, and peace is fleeting. I want you to understand that it is not that I am inactive. It is that I am awaiting your first step. You cannot remain in partnership with someone I have not assigned to your purpose and expect everything to flow seamlessly. Alignment is critical. Right now, there is a close influence pulling your spirit astray. Comment 777 if you know this message is reaching you exactly where you are. There is a heaviness around you, and it is not entirely yours. Sometimes you are bearing battles never meant for you, because you have allowed someone too near, and their storm is now seeping into your peace. You are absorbing their confusion, distractions, and emotional chaos. I am telling you now, release them before it begins to sap your strength. This warning is urgent because I see what lies ahead. I know what you do not. That connection is delaying something I have already set in motion. I have been orchestrating opportunities and preparing favor, but I cannot pour new blessings into a space still contaminated by the wrong presence. You must purify your circle. You must trust me enough to walk away, even if it wounds you. I have always been your provider and protector. So why would I lead you into a wilderness now? No, I am not abandoning you, I am leading you. But you must approach with clean hands and a surrendered heart. You cannot drag confusion into your calling. You cannot bring compromise into your promise. There is someone far better aligned with your purpose, someone who will not question your growth, mock your healing, or diminish your vision. However, you will not encounter them while you are still clinging to someone I am trying to extricate you from. Do not confuse comfort with connection. Do not confuse history with destiny. Comment 999 if you believe God is extracting you from something to prepare you for something greater. You must grasp this. Peace is a sign. When something is from me, it will not be accompanied by unrelenting confusion. It will not keep you in a state of second-guessing, walking on eggshells, or striving to prove your worth. That is not love. That is not grace. That is not me. I love you too much to let you waste another season in spiritual warfare I never called you to. You have endured enough. Now it is time to walk in freedom. But freedom requires obedience. I am not merely taking something from you. I am offering you something superior. You keep asking why it is so challenging to let go. Because your soul became entangled. You opened your heart to someone who never deserved that access. But I am the chain breaker, the restorer. If you give me your willingness, I will supply the strength. If you offer me your tears, I will provide healing. But I require your complete surrender. The truth is, you already know what to do. You have known for a while. I am merely confirming what you were too afraid to admit. But courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward anyway with me beside you. I promise you this. You will not regret trusting me. You will not regret choosing peace. You will not regret obeying my voice. What I am about to bring into your life will eclipse the pain of what you had to forsake. My glory will inundate your life. My favor will pursue you relentlessly. My hand is upon you, and nothing can thwart what I am about to do. Is it truly possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked CIA-backed study exposes a 7-second money ritual that is transforming lives at this very moment. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People who were once destitute are now living their dream lives. But this secret will not remain online indefinitely. Click the description and comments now to access it before it is permanently erased. This is not just a change. It is a divine reset. You will awaken lighter. You will breathe easier. You will walk with confidence. Every burden, every delay, every toxic voice that attempted to bind you will be silenced. But you must act now, not tomorrow, not next week, now. What you tolerate today will cost you tomorrow. I am not trying to instill fear. I am giving you vision. I am showing you reality. I am calling you out of the fog and into clarity. Yes, this will hurt, but it will not break you. I will sustain you through it, comfort you, and remind you daily that obedience is superior to sacrifice. You will forfeit nothing I intended for you. You will miss nothing that rightfully belongs to you. I am your source, and I never run dry. So let them go. Pray for them, but release them. Wish them well, but close that chapter. Do not wait for closure, validation, or for them to change. Listen to me. I am your shepherd, your healer, your deliverer. You do not need to announce your decision or defend your boundaries. Just walk in obedience. I will handle the rest. I will protect your reputation, restore your strength, and guide your every step. Comment 1010 if you are walking away from confusion and into peace with me. You are not alone in this. I am walking with you, standing before you, behind you, and beside you. My angels are surrounding you. My favor is covering you. My spirit is guiding you out of this space and into your next level. I see the tears, I know it is painful. But on the other side of this obedience lies a blessing so immense your heart will forget what it lost. Your story is not over, in fact, it is just beginning. This is your turning point, your moment of clarity, your rescue. You are still present because your spirit recognizes this as truth. I have been trying to capture your attention not through fear but through love. I do not want you walking blindly into something that could shatter you. My child, you are too valuable, too anointed, and too deeply favored to ignore this moment. Listen closely. The warning is not a threat. It is my mercy reaching out before damage is done, before tears are shed, before the delay becomes a detour. This person whose name starts with the letter M has a hold on your life that I am asking you to release. I am not saying they are evil. I am saying they are not aligned with where I am taking you, and that alone is sufficient. Some individuals are not adversaries, but they are burdens. Even a good person in the wrong place can be a distraction orchestrated by the enemy. You need to be sharp right now. Your next steps matter. The door you have been praying to open is near, but who you are standing beside can determine whether it opens or remains shut. Comment 1515 if you believe God is guiding your steps right now. You keep wondering why you feel exhausted even after resting, why your heart feels unsettled even in calm times, and why your joy fluctuates based on who is present. That is not a coincidence. That is spiritual friction. It is your soul signaling that it is time to disconnect from what is draining you. I have placed so much within you, gifts, purpose, a calling that touches lives. But when you surround yourself with voices that doubt me, speak fear, and stir confusion, you begin to shrink and silence yourself. You stop dreaming, and that is not who I called you to be. I called you to stand firm in faith, to walk boldly in purpose, and to speak truth in love. But how can you hear my voice when you keep amplifying voices I never instructed you to follow? It is time to silence the noise and reclaim your space. This is more than a warning. This is a shift. The season you are entering will demand a lighter heart, a clearer mind, and deeper faith. You cannot carry people who keep pulling you backward. You cannot reach the mountaintop while tethered to the valley. Comment 1717 if you are choosing growth over comfort. I know letting go is hard. I know you feel responsible and fear being misunderstood. But let me assure you, this obedience to me is never wasted. I will reward your surrender, grant you peace that no person can give, and bring new relationships that are healthy, holy, and healing. But I cannot do that while you are still holding the door open for what I am trying to close. You are not rejecting them. You are responding to me. When you respond to me, I take care of everything else. I will restore your heart, protect your name, and strengthen you in every place you feel weak. Because I never call you to walk away from something without walking with you into something better. I am not asking you to hate them. I am asking you to love yourself enough to honor my direction. You were made in my image. You are royalty in my eyes. You carry a light the enemy has been trying to dim. This connection, this influence, it is part of a plan to distract you, but not anymore. Now your eyes are open, and once I open your eyes, I will never ask you to return to blindness. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it is not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might eliminate this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. There are things I have been waiting to release over your life. Peace like a river, joy that does not waver, opportunities that arrive without sorrow, and healing that touches your soul and mind. But I needed your hands empty. I needed your heart available. I needed your attention back on me, because I miss you too. Yes, you, the one who used to speak to me freely, the one who used to trust me without hesitation, the one who worshiped me not because life was perfect, but because you knew I was with you. Come back to me. Let me be your source again. Let me be your peace. Let me be your strength. You have tried figuring it out alone. You have given people more chances than they deserved. But now it is my turn. Let me lead, heal, and restore. I promise you will not walk this road alone. I have gone ahead of you, made a way, and cleared the path. You just have to walk it with me. Comment Amen if you are choosing to walk forward with me, regardless of the cost. I want to remind you again, you are not losing something, you are gaining clarity, alignment, and a future that matches the faith you have held on to. There are divine connections awaiting you, people who will pour into your soul without depleting it, lift you up instead of tearing you down, speak life instead of gossip, and pray for you rather than prey on you. But I cannot connect you with what is next if you are still clinging to what is past. You must trust that I see the entire picture. You only see fragments, but I see the end from the beginning. I know precisely who needs to walk with you and who needs to be released. I am proud of you. Yes, I see how much you have grown and how you fought to keep your heart soft even after betrayal. I witnessed the countless nights you cried and still showed up the next day. That did not go unnoticed. I was there every single time, and I am still here, still speaking, still guiding, still loving you more deeply than you will ever comprehend. So if you hear nothing else, hear this. You are not alone in this moment. I am with you. I am not disappointed in your delay. I am determined to see you walk in everything I have promised. That means I will continue calling you out of harmful spaces, pressing your spirit when danger nears, and sending words like this until you remember who you are and whom you belong to. You belong to me, and I do not play about my children. Stay close to me now. Your next steps are significant. Every moment you choose me over comfort, you step deeper into purpose. Every time you say no to what appears good but is not from me, you say yes to miracles awaiting your obedience. You are not weak, you are wise. You are not losing, you are learning. This time, you will not repeat the same lesson. This time, you will move with clarity, walk with strength, and protect your peace as sacred, because it is. Now take a breath. You are doing better than you think. You have come further than you realize. What is waiting on the other side of this moment will remind you why the struggle was worthwhile. You are still reading this because deep down your spirit knows this is real. This is not merely a moment, it is a wake-up call. I have been speaking to you in dreams, in restlessness, in moments of silence when everything around you went quiet, yet your heart began to stir. That was me. I have been trying to reach you, attempting to whisper before I had to raise my voice. Now I am speaking clearly. Listen to me now before the weight of this delay becomes too heavy to bear. There is someone around you, someone whose name begins with M. You have given them your trust, your heart, and your time. But I see what you cannot. I see their thoughts when you are not in the room. I see the intent behind their actions. I have been warning you, not to punish you, but to protect you. You are one of my chosen. I do not allow confusion to dwell comfortably around those I love. That is why you have been unsettled. That is why peace keeps slipping from your grasp every time you try to rationalize what your spirit already knows. Stop wrestling with what I have already revealed. Stop trying to force what I am asking you to release. Comment 2-2 if you trust what God is showing you. You have prayed for discernment. You have asked me to make things clear. Now that I have, do not harden your heart. Do not let comfort speak louder than calling. This person is not evil, but they are not assigned to your future. They are part of a chapter that is ending, and I will not let you carry them into a place where they will only hinder you. Yes, they may have meant something to you. You may have shared moments. But just because someone walked with you for a season does not mean they are meant to stay for every season. Some people are only bridges. When you try to build a house on a bridge, things collapse. That is what has been happening. That is what I am trying to stop. You are not too sensitive. You are not imagining things. You are waking up. You are finally starting to see, and I am proud of you for no longer ignoring that inner voice. Because that voice is mine. That whisper in your heart, that is me. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives, from crushing debt to dream vacations. This could be your shortcut to abundance. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate. The page might vanish at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. I am removing people not to hurt you, but to make space. There are divine appointments waiting, doors that cannot be opened until the wrong voices are silenced. You have been trying to bring everyone along, but not everyone can survive where I am taking you. If you are not careful, they will drag you back to where you have already been delivered. I am calling you to walk lighter, freer, and with clarity. But first, you must choose it. You must be willing to lay down what I never asked you to carry. Comment 111 if you believe God is calling you into something better. You have stayed in some connections out of fear, fear of being alone, fear of regret, fear of judgment. But fear is not from me. I am not the God of fear. I am the God of courage, boldness, and peace. I need you to step forward with faith now. I will not let you fall. I will not let you go. I am not asking you to walk away. I am inviting you to walk towards something greater. It is okay to feel torn. It is okay to grieve the end of a connection. But do not let your emotions override your obedience. Emotions are real, but they are not your guide. I am. When I say it is time, it is time. You have held on long enough. You have tried, poured out, and given your best. Now let me take it from here. I will bring healing, fill the empty space, and redeem the time that felt wasted. Nothing given in love is ever wasted when it is surrendered to me. You think letting go is the end, but it is actually the beginning, the doorway to the freedom you have been praying for. The stability, clarity, and joy that lasts, not joy that fades when a certain person enters or exits your life. I want to give you peace that stays and relationships that feel safe. To do that, I must first remove what is unsafe. I know this is heavy. I know you wish it were different. But I am not trying to make you cold. I am making you clear. There is a difference. I want your heart to stay soft but guarded, loving but wise, open but discerning. You have learned so much. Now it is time to live by that wisdom. Comment Amen if you are ready to walk in God's wisdom rather than your emotions. You are not walking into loneliness. You are walking into alignment. The right people are coming, the right voices are rising, and the right doors are unlocking. But I needed your attention first. I needed to remove the noise, the distraction, the person who smiled in your presence but doubted you behind closed doors. I have seen what you have not. I have heard the things they did not say in front of you. Because I love you, I am exposing the truth. You deserve peace, consistency, and truth. Those things can only come from me. Stop seeking them in broken people. Stop asking the wrong person to value what I placed within you. If they were meant to honor it, they would have already. I am not just removing what is wrong. I am building what is right. Every time you say yes to me, you say yes to healing, hope, and a future that finally makes sense. You are doing it. Even if it feels shaky, even if it feels unclear, you are choosing me. I promise I will make this worthwhile. I will pour out so much favor that you will look back and thank me for every door I closed, every person I removed, and every connection I ended. My child, I see the battle in your heart. You want to trust me, but the emotions are heavy. You are wondering, did I waste my time? Was any of it real? Let me address that now. No time spent in love is ever wasted. But continuing in something I am asking you to leave will cost you more than you know. You have heard the truth. You have felt it in your spirit. Now you must respond to what I have revealed. I do not show you things just to disturb you. I reveal them so you can be free. So you do not keep building a future on shaky ground. So you do not keep giving your best to someone who only offers loyalty when it benefits them. I know what lies ahead. I see the things they conceal. While your heart may still try to hold on, I need you to trust what I am exposing. Comment 333 if you are choosing God's direction over your doubts. I am not asking you to hate, I am asking you to let go. There is a difference. Hate binds your soul, but letting go brings peace, and peace is your portion. Not worry, not anxiety, not trying to read between the lines of someone's mixed signals. That is not what love looks like. That is not what I created you for. You were created for truth, for clarity, for love that reflects me, for connections that uplift your purpose rather than compete with it. That is why I have been stirring your spirit lately, because something has been off. You have tried to reason through it and made excuses for it. But now I am asking you to surrender your logic and follow my leading. The name beginning with M is not just a person. It represents a place in your life I want to heal. That relationship, that interaction, that closeness you once felt, it has changed. I have allowed it to shift so you would notice. Sometimes I remove peace from a connection, not because I am punishing you, but because I am preparing you to walk away, to protect your heart, to receive the blessing I have been holding until your hands are free again. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, This home ritual is transforming struggling individuals into owners of dream lifestyles. But this page may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased from the internet forever. You may not see it today, but one day you will look back and thank me for this. You will thank me for the unanswered texts, the sudden distance, and the moments that felt like rejection but were truly divine protection. I am not punishing you. I am preserving you. Comment 555 if you know God is preserving your life for something greater. There is something you must understand. Every relationship, every connection carries a spirit. When someone's spirit is not aligned with mine, it will begin to disturb yours. That is why the same words they say no longer resonate. That is why being around them leaves you drained instead of refreshed. That is why you feel like you are walking on eggshells instead of in peace. I need you to protect your environment, not out of fear, but out of honor for what I have placed inside you. You carry something holy, something sacred, my purpose, my promises, my anointing. Not everyone can handle that. Some will try to tear it down. Some will pretend to support you while secretly resenting your growth. Others will stay close just to stay updated, not because they truly care. But I care, deeply. I am stepping in now. That connection with the one whose name begins with M has reached its end. You have seen the signs, you have heard my voice. This is your confirmation. You do not need to wait for betrayal or something drastic to occur. You can leave in peace because I said it is time. I will honor your obedience with healing, favor, and divine protection. You will not always understand it now, but you will soon. In time, you will see that what felt like loss was actually the first step into freedom. Comment 1010 if you are walking into freedom with God. I need you to be ready for what I am about to release in your life. A shift is coming, and I cannot send it while you are still clinging to the wrong people. You have been asking for doors to open, favor to flow, and clarity to come. I want to give all of it to you, but you must walk through this first. This is your test. Can you trust me enough to walk away from comfort? Can you trust me when nothing makes sense but your spirit knows it is right? Can you obey without knowing what comes next? Because real faith does not need to see the entire road, it just needs to take the next step. Take that step now. I have already gone ahead of you and cleared the path. What awaits you is better than what you fear losing. What I am about to do will restore every tear, every sleepless night, and every moment of confusion. You are not alone. Heaven is backing you. I am surrounding you with angels, fighting for you, and pouring strength into your spirit even now. As you read these words, your heart is beginning to calm, your mind is clearing, and your next steps are being illuminated by my light. I have never left you. Even when you were lost in your emotions, I was there. Even when you stayed longer than you should have, I covered you. Now I am inviting you to something better. But to step into better, you must release what no longer fits. This person, this presence, is no longer part of your purpose. Holding on will only cause unnecessary delay. When you obey, you will witness how swiftly I move. Doors will open, blessings will pour, and you will feel light, free, and joyful again. My child, do you feel that shift occurring within you? That is not fear, it is clarity. That is not guilt, it is release. You have carried this burden for so long, and now your spirit is finally beginning to understand. I am not just asking you to leave something behind. I am preparing you for what you were always meant to step into. This is bigger than one person. It concerns your entire future and the purpose I planted in you before the world ever knew your name. That is why the pressure has been mounting. That is why you feel like you are in constant battle. It is because you are on the edge of breakthrough. Just before I open the door, the enemy will do everything to distract you. He will send people who speak in soft tones but carry dark intentions. He will stir confusion through those you trusted. If you are not careful, you will think the battle is yours to fight. But I am telling you now, this battle is not yours, it is mine. All I require from you is obedience. Comment 1212 if you are laying down the battle and trusting God to fight for you. You keep asking me, God, why does it hurt so much to let them go? Because you gave your heart, and your heart is tender. That tenderness is not a weakness, it is a reflection of me. I made you to feel, to love, and to care deeply. But I never asked you to stay attached to someone who is quietly dimming your light. I gave you light for a reason. I need you to protect it. Not just for yourself, but for those still waiting on your voice, your gifts, and your example. You cannot pour out if someone is constantly draining you. You cannot speak life if you are stuck explaining your worth to someone who refuses to see it. I did not call you to shrink so someone else can feel bigger. I called you to rise, to grow, to shine. And sometimes rising means rising above certain individuals. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws wealth like magic. It takes only 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are discarding debt and embracing luxury right now, but this information will not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. The one with the name starting in M, I am asking you again clearly, let them go. Release the fear of being misunderstood. Release the guilt of what they might say. Release the thought that you owe them more. You do not. You have given what I asked. You have stayed longer than necessary. Now it is time to trust me with what happens next. I will handle what you cannot. I will defend you where you cannot speak. I will deal with unseen things that have tried to steal your peace. All I need is your yes. Comment Amen if you are giving God your yes right now. You see, you have been called to something rare. You are not like everyone else. Your life is not meant to mirror theirs. That is why you cannot carry what others tolerate. That is why their habits unsettle you, and their conversations feel heavy on your soul. It is not judgment. It is spiritual sensitivity. It is me awakening your discernment. This is how I lead my chosen ones. I do not only speak through thunder, I also speak through whispers. I allow you to feel the shift in the atmosphere when something is wrong. I let your spirit react when something does not align. That is not paranoia. That is protection. You have been trained by my spirit to perceive what others miss. Now it is time to act on what I have shown you. Do not wait for permission or approval. You have already been released from that connection. Your spirit already knows it. This is merely the moment when your heart catches up. It is time to walk away, not in anger or fear, but in peace, confidence, and purpose. I know you have cried over this. I have collected every tear. But I am about to turn those tears into a testimony. I am about to reveal why this had to happen, why I closed the door and pulled back the curtain. It was not to break you. It was to protect the most sacred parts of who you are. Comment 777 if you believe God is protecting something sacred within you. I fashioned you with intention. I formed you with greatness in mind. But if you surround yourself with people who speak fear, choose jealousy over celebration, and manipulate instead of honor, your heart will begin to forget what I called you to be. That is why I intervene. That is why I disrupt what you thought was stable. Because I see what is growing behind the scenes. I see the weeds before they choke the roots. I love you too much to let you stay connected to someone who refuses to grow. There is a new chapter waiting, one full of clarity, peace, and people who speak life and walk in light. But you cannot reach that place while clinging to what I am asking you to lay down. I have given you enough time to perceive it. Now I am giving you the strength to walk away from it. You will feel lighter, breathe easier, and realize how much space they were occupying in your heart. Space I have been waiting to fill with joy, purpose, and love that does not confuse or control. I am not just removing something from your life. I am creating room for what you have been praying for in secret. The peace you ask for at night, the strength you need to persevere, the confirmation that you are on the right path. This is it. This is me answering your prayer. You are still here because you know this word is for you. Your spirit is stirred. Your heart is awake. You are beginning to realize that this is not just another moment. It is a defining one. I brought you here not to frighten you, but to prepare you. You are walking into a new season. In this new season, you must be lighter, wiser, and aligned. To be aligned with me, you must release whom I never sent. There is someone you have been uncertain about. You have questioned whether you are imagining things. You have second-guessed your feelings. But I am confirming it again. It is not just a thought. It is me. That name starting with M is more than a coincidence. It is a caution. I would not keep bringing it to your attention if it did not matter. I do not deal in randomness. Everything I show you has purpose. You are not losing something valuable. You are stepping away from something that was never meant to remain. If you saw what I see, you would run. If you heard what I hear, you would thank me for the warning. But even without seeing the full picture, I need your faith to rise. I need you to trust my voice more than your feelings. Comment 999 if you are ready to walk by faith, not by sight. This is not the first time you have felt this tension. You have been here before. Someone prior brought the same unease, said the right things, but carried wrong intentions. What happened? You paid the price. You lost your peace. You doubted your worth. Yet I restored you. But now, I do not want you to go through the cycle again. I am not just your healer. I am your protector. I am not here only to restore you after damage. I am here to warn you before it happens. Will you listen this time? Will you walk away before it costs you your joy? You have outgrown this connection. That is why it has been uncomfortable and why things feel off. You are not the same person you were when you met them. You have grown, matured, and started seeking me more, and they have not. You are trying to pull someone forward who is still clinging to where you used to be. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is genuine and potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping ordinary people leap from poverty to abundance. Dream homes, cars, and trips are all within reach. But this video could disappear from the internet at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it is gone forever. That is not love, that is bondage. I did not set you free for you to chain yourself again out of guilt or emotional confusion. Comment 1111 if you know you have outgrown certain people and are ready to move forward. My child, hear me. Growth will always cost you something. It may cost you the comfort of familiar conversations, the laughter that once felt real, or the emotional safety you thought they provided. But I promise what you gain will be so much greater. You will gain freedom, clarity, and you, again. Somewhere along the way, you started compromising, lowering your standards, quieting your voice, and ignoring your discernment, all for the sake of peace. But it was not real peace. It was survival. You were surviving that relationship, not thriving in it. I did not create you just to survive. You were made to flourish. I am calling you out of anything that keeps you small, breaks your focus, or clouds your spirit. You cannot keep watering something that refuses to grow. I will not let you pour from a cup that is already cracked. The person with the name beginning with M has shown you who they are, believe it. You do not need more proof, you need peace. You need to trust that I see what is next, and that I never ask you to let go unless I plan to replace it with something far superior. You are about to enter a season of rebuilding. Not just externally, but internally. Your heart, confidence, and faith are all about to grow again. That is why this disconnection is necessary. You cannot take broken agreements into places of promise. I need your hands open and your spirit clear. Comment 22 if you are believing God for a total rebuild of spirit, heart, and future. There is healing awaiting you on the other side of obedience, not just temporary relief, but deep, soul-level healing. The kind that allows you to wake without anxiety, smile without pretending, and be free from rehearsing pain, replaying conversations, or wondering what you did wrong. You did nothing wrong. You just stayed longer than you should have. There is no shame in that, only grace. I still choose you. I still call you mine. I am still guiding you out with honor, not humiliation. I will not let this define you. I will use it to refine you.